在2015年到2017年这3年的时间里，是中国电视剧发展最疯狂的一个阶段。疯狂到什么地步？就是你只要跟电视剧搭一点边，就会有无数的公司找你来签约，包括刚刚上大一的新生，你刚考上电影学院，今天刚去报名，明天就有各个公司的人过来要跟你签约了。你签约演员也就算了，你还签约那么多导演和编剧，并且这些导演和编剧，一学校还没有学什么东西，第二你才大一，你有什么生活？可是这些人就变成了写电视剧的这些编剧的主体人物。那你想想看，中国的电视剧能看吗？有一个阶段，你想是不是只有这个婆媳关系的戏，只有小三出轨的戏，只有这种什么情人第三者的戏？因为没有生活啊，他脑子里想的只有这些东西。然后写事业线的时候呢，就好像你只要家里有背景，好像是你是一个霸道总裁，你就做什么都能做成。这个就是造成了有一个时间段，中国社会的整个价值观开始有一些不能说扭曲吧，至少是移开了正轨，没有往正轨上面走。主体原因就是这样的，因为电视剧主宰了所有大家的这个思维的一个走向。那我今天要说的这段话跟我今天要表述的节目有什么关系呢？因为哈佛大学的那个学生蒋雨融又接受采访了，我看他接受采访的状态，就让我想起了当年的那些大一的新生编剧时的状态，全部都是那种口号式的话，都是看了一些名人名言，都是在哲学书上面找到了2句话，好像能感动自己的事情，就变成了一个好像你是社会的精英一样。其实这个离社会还是差得太远太远了。
Go across to Cambridge and speak to Luana Zhang, who joins us. Firstly, congratulations on graduating. You called for unity in your graduation address. What inspired you to do that?
I think I actually draw inspiration from Montaigne, our great French philosopher. I know he was writing in 16th centuries where people killing each other for no reasons, deeply involved in politics as mayor of Bordeaux, but also writes his essay in Chateau. I think one of his favorite lines that I really love is, "We do not need to harden our hearts with those plates of steel. It is enough to harden our shoulders. It is enough to dip our pens in ink without dripping them in blood." And that was one of my favorite lines from Montaigne. And in my speech, I condense it into stay soft in hard times.
Your speech has gotten a lot of criticism in your native China. Were you surprised by that reaction?
I expected some criticism, but I'm actually surprised to see how quickly the event gets politicized. I think to some extent, my own experience has become a living illustration of my speech. And I think we're living in a time where all of us are very exhausted and disillusioned of the grand narratives about humanity rises and falls as one. So I would say a lot of the criticism is not against me. It's against, it's a reflection of the time that we live in.
Now, China sends a huge number of students to the United States. You know this. What do you think lures a lot of people to the US?
I think, at least from my own experiences, when I chose to come here and study in the US, I was really lured by how diverse the student body is. Because if we think the mission of higher education is to educate the students to go out and change the world, you cannot change the world without understanding the world. And you cannot understand the world without actually have some sort of human connection with people from different cultures and background. I think that's the part that attracted me the most at American universities.
Now, Luana, the Trump administration seems to suggest that they could start going after and revoking the visas of Chinese students studying in sensitive areas. You were a student yourself until recently. How does this make you feel when you see students getting caught up in the crosshairs between two nations?
I think you were spot on. it's pretty heartbreaking to see that and associate Chinese students with spy is a very unfortunate reality. And I think having Chinese students here in the United States also opens a door for Americans to understand how China actually looks like. China and America are two of the most powerful countries in the world, and we humanities are facing a lot of dire challenges, and we cannot solve those problems without two countries holding hands and join force with each other. So that's why I decided to come out and have this speech. In essence, ban the existence of Chinese students and internet.
Do you think this could also sort of force talent to stay at home and also push Chinese institutions to create world-class educational facilities?
I mean, if Chinese universities could take this opportunity to create more world-class universities, I think that would be a great thing. But I think for Chinese students, a lot of us wanted to go abroad to get ourselves exposed to different countries and cultures. So I'm not so surprised if a lot of Chinese students are thinking about other places and other universities where they feel more safe and the political environment is more stable.
Indeed, Luana Zhang, thank you so much for speaking to us, and good luck in whatever is to come in your future.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
No problem. Pleasure.
试想一下，在如今的哈佛这样子的体系当中教育出来的学生，他变成了社会主体的一部分，社会会变成什么样子？我本来以为这只是一个幻想，只是一个这个想法，因为毕竟那么多学生总有优秀的。可是我最近又看了一次 TikTok 受这个美国制裁的时候，这个周受资参加的那个听证会那些国会议员问出来的问题，真的就像是这种乌托邦的这个世界里面幻想出来的一些事情，已经跟现实完全无关了。TikTok 会接上家里的 WiFi 吗？这是什么问题？ TikTok 会上网吗？这是什么问题？可是这些问题就真的，当周受资在参加听证会的时候，国会议员问出来的问题，这样的国会议员变成美国社会的一个主体，我想这个是美国社会衰落下去的最根本的原因。
Mr. Chu, does TikTok access the home Wi-Fi network?
Only if the user turns on the Wi-Fi. I'm sorry, I may not understand the...
So if I have a TikTok app on my phone and my phone is on my home Wi-Fi network, does TikTok access that network?
It will have to access the network to get connections to the internet, if that's the question.
Of what nation are you a citizen?
Singapore.
Are you a citizen of any other nation?
No, Senator.
Have you ever applied for Chinese citizenship?
Senator, I served my nation in Singapore. No, I did not.
Do you have a Singaporean passport?
Yes, and I served my military for two and a half years in Singapore.
Do you have any other passports from any other nations?
No, Senator.
Your wife is an American citizen. Your children are American citizens.
That's correct.
Have you ever applied for American citizenship?
No, not yet.
Okay. Have you ever been a member of the Chinese Communist Party?
Senator, I'm Singaporean. No.
Have you ever been associated or affiliated with the Chinese Communist Party?
No, Senator. Again, I'm Singaporean.
Which is a sister company, as you say, in China. And so it absolutely, if you can prevent it on one and not the other, you obviously have the ability to stop it from moving forward, and yet you don't. Would you like to expand how one of your sister companies can prevent that and you not? I know you don't represent Douyin, but they don't allow it, but it happens on your platform. What's the difference?
First of all, the majority of the content on TikTok is fun, entertaining, informative, and very positive for our users. Like other companies that operate in this country, we have to deal with some bad actors who come and publish some content on illegal drugs, other...
The bad actors don't seem to be able to access Douyin.
The TikTok US experience should be compared to other US companies because this is a common challenge.
But your parent company has the technology to prevent it because you prevent it in China, but you can't prevent it here. What's the difference? That's why I'm asking.
Oh, Congressman, there is no technology that is perfect in doing this. We have to deal with the reality of the country that we're operating in. And here in the United States, as with other companies, we share this challenge. we are investing a lot to address the challenge, but we are, it's a shared challenge.
You invest a lot to seem to be able to address it in China, but not here.
Again, I think the comparison has to be within the single country. We face the same set of challenges here in the
What's
US.
the difference with, I'm sorry, I'm out of time, but what's the difference in China and here?
Let me give you an example, Congressman. In my home country, Singapore, there is literally almost no illegal drug content because Singapore has very strict drug laws.
Thank you.
TikTok. You not allow people to use your platforms to regulate violence or promote violent organizations and individual acts. When there is a safety or technology to promote or glorify all platform violence, this is the direct threat to journalists, the journalism, and yet it still remains unethical. And you have this community that you are capable of maintaining without security, security, or protect people in this room. I think that is a great display of how horrible, controlled use of power. You could take action for 41 days when a clear threat, a very violent threat to journalists and members of your platform. You never know. You cannot without history of this name or the learning users of your app because it is an essential of without that. With that, I'll yield back.
Can I respond? Share?
We're gonna move on.